Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Memory Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Bring you an NFL Week 7 preview between the Indianapolis Colts and the New Orleans Saints. Now let's look at the Colts in this matchup. First and foremost, right off the bus, you know the Saints struggle in covering tight ends. Dallas Clark should have a field day this week against Roman Harper, against whoever's going to be back there trying to cover him, whether it be outside linebackers and Shanley. Both guys struggle in coverage, so look for Curtis Painter to get Dallas Clark involved early and often in this ball game, because what that's going to do is put the focus on stopping Clark and give the wide receivers Garcon and also Reggie Wayne more opportunities to attack the Saints down the field, as far as attack the Saints corners in the passing game. So I would look for Dallas Clark to have a field day versus this New Orleans Saints defense, and also attacking the Saints defense. If I'm the Colts, I'm running off tackle. We talk about it every week. All that does is put a lot of pressure on those linebackers to be field guys and aggressive at the point of attack. Right now, they're more finesse than physical, and that's where the advantage can lie on for the Indianapolis Colts as far as like running the football. Now, defensively coming to this matchup, it's always tough to play against Drew Brees because they spread the field. They make you cover every blade of grass. But for the Colts to come in and get some pressure, if Olin Kreutz is at center, I would say A-gap pressure is paramount. That's how you get pressure on Drew Brees. That's how you cause disruption to that offense, especially if Kreutz is back there, because that's the reason why the Saints can't run the football or throw the football, because Kreutz is not the same Kreutz he was 10 years ago. So A-gap pressure can help the Colts out this week, and you have to win the one-on-one opportunities on the edge. Charles Brown did an okay job. Front side pressure causes Drew Brees a lot of problems, so look for whoever's lined up on whether it be Mathis or Freeney. If they flip-flop, front side pressure can be a huge success for the Indianapolis Colts. Now the Saints coming to this game, tough break for Sean Payton, pun intended. Hurt his knee, broke his kneecap and everything. But one thing that I hope he learned from this matchup last week is watching his team from the sideline and being able to see his team on TV. And it was like, wow, this is what's going on. We're not running the ball with any consistency. Defensively, we're not playing aggressive. So hopefully on offense, he will get back to basics and give more carries to Mark Ingram. Ingram is the type of back that has to get in a groove. He's shown the burst, he's shown the quickness, and you can run against this Colts defensive front. They're non-existent at the defensive tackle spot. There's two defensive ends and linebackers. I don't even know who's the D-tackle for the Colts, but there's opportunities for the Saints to run the football. Yes, I know who's the D-tackles for the Colts, Muir and also Nevis, but these guys struggle in stopping and run. But I would go back to the lineup with De La Puente and switching these guys back. Take Kreutz out of there, because Kreutz is the reason why the Saints can't run the football. Now also, tying up loose ends is a huge problem for the Saints. False starts, penalties, drop passes, that can't happen this week. And once Drew Brees gets in a groove, either way, whether it be in a touchdown groove or interception groove, he goes all the way in. Whether it be a 4-touchdown game or a 4-interception game, they have to eliminate the turnovers. Defensively, you have to protect inside out. The Colts do a great job of throwing slants and throwing verticals. Protect inside out, stay in better position, they can have some success. Now you look at the X factors in this ball game. X factors for the Colts in this matchup has to be the defensive ends. If they can get pressure on Brees, if they can consistently get back there and get their hands up, they can have a lot of success. X factor for the New Orleans Saints will be Sean Payton. If Payton can call a solid game against the team that gives up a lot of yards on the ground, especially on the interior, the Saints can win this one easily. And I'm going with New Orleans in this game. I think Sean Payton learned a little bit by sitting on the side and watching his team from the TV screen and seeing where they have leakage. I think the Saints run this game into the ground as far as like ground and pound. Look for two running backs to get over 70 yards this week. For more NFL previews, visit footballgameplan.com/NFL or visit our YouTube channel at youtube.com/footballgameplan. Now listen to the Football Game Plan radio show, which airs Saturdays 11 a.m. Eastern time at blogtalkradio.com/footballgameplan.